game? This is my car.
The first film, The Passport.
This movie did remind me of a mix of Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, because, you know, it's in a dystopian universe, like a futuristic city with all the spaceships going by. And I almost even thought Star Wars in a way, and Mad Max, even though I'm not really a big Star Wars fan, sorry Star Wars fans, but yeah, mostly Blade Runner because of that vengeance feeling. And that's what I really loved about The Passport. It was really a very interesting film.
I liked it because the initial scene was like he's on the ground and clearly very injured, and it was very suspenseful.
Yeah.
Like you were just like, what's going to happen next? So I like that part.
Yeah, personally, I'm a really big fan of nonlinear storytelling, so I liked that you kind of got snippets here and there throughout the film.
But as a movie goer, I really like this film. If there's room for improvement, I would say that I don't think at first the narration, I think it was so important to focus in on the guy. And when there was actually the voices in his head, I assumed at first, I wasn't sure exactly what that was coming from. Was it him? Was it a memory? I think it took away a bit from the mystery of what was going on. And then at the end, when he was with the detective, I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but I wasn't certain that that was a detective. It very well could have been.
Oh, interesting.
That was part of the mystery. Was he going to shoot him, not knowing if it was really a cop or not? And then I didn't buy the dialogue of the cop. I thought it was he was giving too much information. That's not how police officers talk. But I really liked the last shot. I thought that was great. You know, with from above, and then you see what happened. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it overall.
It was an interesting movie, and I liked it. The thing that made me question the big picture was I'm not a professional at all, so I can't say for sure. But it just seemed like there was so many different techniques going on in the camera work and all of the effects with the lighting, and it to me it just kind of seemed like there were just too many things going on, and it took away from the message of the movie. That I don't know, it just seemed a little busy.
I thought it was pretty good. I just thought it was cut a little bit too fast, and like the point that she just made with there were really no establishing shots, but a lot of close-up. A lot of close-up shots, a lot of Adobe Premiere effects on the shots that were all not necessarily wides. And like I said, so a little bit disconcerting to, everything was in close-up, so you feel like you're a little confused about where you are in space, what exactly is happening.
I think that kind of more adds to like what he was feeling too, and like really putting you into the middle of it.
That's a fair point. I would have appreciated, the part where the cop comes out and says, "Oh, I saw I get hit by a car." That was basically in medium shots, and there was no the transition between like his confusion and waking up and getting his memory back was all in close up, and then that shot was basically in medium, and then everything was back in close up again. So not to say the plot was bad. I like the story. I think it was great. I just think that it was a little bit messy, and the editing was a little too snappy.
I really liked how the focus was on the person and his injury. It was so zoomed in. You couldn't see anything else, and there was a part of me in my brain like, I want to see where he is. I want to try to understand it, but the suspense was built up because we didn't get that vision. Just to keep it. Even when he was walking, the camera was so close on him only, you could not see any of the environment around him. And so then when they started to go to the garage door with the bullets, then just a little bit they pulled away from him, and then so it was just interesting how they kept that zoom on him and then slowly pulled away, I think did increase that suspense. I also liked the fact that I kind of thought I knew some of the things that were going on, but it didn't come out right away. So it
Yeah.
took a while, you know.
Yeah.
But it was fun knowing I knew that phone was gonna, when he said he was gonna call this part, right? So those kind of things are kind of the ahas that an audience member can get, and I think it makes you enjoy the film even more when you get it.
You feel in
And
on
you-
it.
right.
Yeah. What I liked about the film was kind of what you said. It felt kind of like a GoPro when they're out in the mountains, and that suspense built because you don't know what's gonna happen or if they're gonna die or not. And so I appreciated that. I felt like I was in the movie with the person, kind of learning through their experience, and it was a little disorienting, but I liked that because it made me feel uncomfortable, which I think added to the element of the film. Nice. Then right in front of you.